I dub thee a nerdy knight of the round, sworn defenders of all who oppress the nerd. Now, on to the round table. Listen to what they say, for their words will guide you.
It's another nerdy night as my round table joins me, Ben, the ridiculous Riddick, and another E3 post-conference show. This is day zero day, and we're talking about Bethesda tonight. Joining me at my round table is the always fluffy, always DJing, DJ Fluffkin, Sam Chen himself.
No, just kidding. I'm not doing that.
That's Anna's
Not
thing.
today. What?
That's Anna's thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what she does on the show.
Well, we need to have a talking to.
And to my right is our wonderful person named Mike the Blank DeMarco.
That's me.
That's him.
Mike the Blank
and tonight,
DeMarco.
guys, we're talking Bethesda.
Yes.
It's Bethesda time.
Bethesda.
I have to say, overall initial reaction to the Bethesda conference. Sam, go.
Dishonored. Why did I not play the first Dishonored? Dishonored is the greatest thing in the world. Dishonored.
Yep, that is
Doom.
Doom.
Sorry.
I agree. That's kind of exactly how I felt about it. I will say Dishonored just looks so good, though.
So I asked Mike this question. I said, it looks kind of like Assassin's Creed. And then Mike said it's Assassin's Creed mixed with another game. How would you describe Dishonored? Like, the mix of two games. Pick two games. What do you think Dishonored looks like? See if you get the right answer.
Looking at it, not playing it.
Right.
Seeing it.
So,
what is that game?
I would say Assassin's Creed because it looks very Assassin's Creed like.
Very stealth, very assassination.
It kind of looks. I don't know. Some of it kind of reminded me of the weird stuff that happens in Prey. Like not the new Prey that they showed a bunch of stuff.
The original.
But the
old
original.
One? Yeah.
No, The Darkness. That's what I'm thinking of.
I could see
that. It kind
that.
of looks like a
Mainly
cross
from
between
one
Assassin's Creed and The Darkness.
Yeah.
I could see that. The correct answer is BioShock.
Yeah. I
probably
did hear
Infinite
a lot of comparisons to BioShock, specifically from the people at Rooster Teeth and The Know, like Meg Turney and.
I think she did use a hashtag saying it was like BioShock.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dishonored. So my overall impression, right? I just didn't think they needed another conference. Last year was where they had one, and then they had a reason. Like they made a reason last year. This year, not so much.
Yeah, I agree. I was like last year. Their big thing was Fallout 4.
Yep. But they also showed Doom, and they showed Dishonored 2, which was a little early.
Yeah, I think they checked the boxes this year, and I would have liked more balance, but I wasn't like dissatisfied. I just at some point I stopped watching the Dishonored gameplay.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
More conferences are more conferences, and
Yeah.
I'll keep watching them as long as they have some substance.
And you know, like the two things that really caught my eye, I'm super stoked about Quake. I played a lot of Quake back in the day, so I'm excited to be able to play more Quake.
Good, Ben, because Mike's a hater.
I'm not a
Mike's-
hater.
Mike was drinking the Haterade.
Not a hater. I just don't get
He's like,
Quake.
Quake's
Whatever.
horrible.
Now, the nice thing I see about it is that they brought Doom back, and I haven't played it yet, but I'm playing that demo tonight. I'm getting that shareware demo. I'm getting it. But from everything I've seen and heard about Doom is that it's amazing.
Yeah.
So if they can do that with Quake, I'm interested. I give them the benefit of the doubt.
There
for
should
any
be
game
no
that
reason they can't do it with Quake. Quake
And I
is
don't
a
doubt
simple
it.
recipe.
I don't doubt it at all.
Yeah.
So I'll try it.
They're going to be able to recreate what made Quake awesome again.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to play Quake. Although I will say I was really excited about Fallout 4, and I just have not really been into Fallout 4.
They really doubled down on the creation stuff, didn't they?
Yeah.
Well,
going
that's
all
perfect though.
in.
But they're like, there's people who are obsessed with that, right? So
I think that's a very small minority, though. The overall, from what reception I've seen for the game is that's the worst stuff. It's the most broken part of the game.
I'd like to see how it does after the PlayStation gets the
Mods?
ability to function with the mods
Yeah.
in there.
but
Elevators, guys. We're getting elevators in Fallout.
But see, here's the thing. I see it this way. I am not a creator when it comes to game environments. You could not make it better enough for me to really care.
Right.
So it's almost like it's just a quality of life improvement for the people who care. Because people who care are building.
Fair
things.
enough, yeah.
So in that sense, like, yeah.
And my hope is that they improve it so that when I do eventually get to Fallout, it does work. Because it has this extra stuff that they built in and made it better.
You mean when you stop playing the new Fallout Shelter?
Yes.
Now available on PC.
That is pretty
Excited.
Pretty exciting.
The updates look awesome, and I get to play them on PC. I'm in. I'm back in that game again.
Cry Wolf is bringing up a good point. 2016, 2017, year of the arena shooter comeback.
Basically.
I have to say it's looking like it. But you know what? I feel like it's not getting enough love. I'm really excited about being able to play Skyrim on the PS4.
Yes. Agree. I'm finally going to sit down and actually play Skyrim now, I think, too.
I'm finally going to sit down and watch someone play Skyrim.
Yeah. We'll stream it.
It's really funny because while I was watching the Bethesda stream, I was playing Overwatch with the F right, and as soon as they mentioned that, I was like, oh my god, they're going to bring Skyrim to PS4. And he said, "Oh my god, my wife or my girlfriend is playing Skyrim right next to me right now." And it was really exciting. It was hilarious to hear him say, "Hey, Skyrim's coming to the PS4," and hear her excitement about that.
That's cool.
What?
As you told that story.
Sorry. Ben, did you watch? You watched the Bethesda stream, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you heard the girl,
The Bethesda
front row,
girl?
right?
Yep.
That was so good. Oh
All
my God,
over
I loved
Twitter.
it.
She had about 5 hashtags dedicated to her across my Twitter.
It's great.
What?
I'm
Maximum
excited.
level cap in Elder Scrolls
I love
Online
Skyrim.
immediately?
What was that?
Like, I loved Skyrim.
That's what I hear.
I could.
Mods, cool. Like, we'll have mods on Fallout. We're going to have mods on Skyrim. Awesome.
Yep.
On console, which is crazy.
I can't wait to shoot some Thomas the Tank Engine out of the sky instead of dragons. Train
gotta like on
soul
page.
consumed. Nom.
What else? They did a bunch of Fallout stuff. We did Shelter. It looked like they didn't talk a whole lot about it, but one of those other updates to Fallout 4 looks like they were almost bringing Shelter to Fallout 4.
Yeah, because they're bringing the ability to create your own vault.
Right.
That's going to be one of the DLC packs. And you'll be able to create your own vault. You'll be able to do your own experiments in the vault and all sorts of crazy stuff like that. So that sounds like something I'd be interested in playing in Fallout 4.
As much as I like Shelter, I would love to see most of that functionality in Fallout 4 like that.
I love Fallout Shelter.
Me too. I dropped it a couple months ago, but it's such a good game.
Well,
I played it for a long time.
My only bad experience was I've played it on 2 consoles now, where I've gotten really far into it and it crashed.
Yeah.
Unrecoverable crash, and it's just like
Sucks.
that type of game. You play that long, you're just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Like it's not like I had multiple vaults. Like just one vault. That's it.
So
here's my question for you guys:
ahead.
How many lunch boxes have you bought?
0.
0?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't pay for stuff.
I can't pay for stuff. We're the 2 sides
I
of
might
the
have
coin.
paid for a few lunch boxes.
We're 3 sides of the coin. So the other thing is the VR. Vive.
VR.
Fallout on Vive.
That
And Doom
is
on Vive
exciting.
So excited.
It's very
Fallout
exciting,
in
except for it's
VR.
Vive exclusive, which kind of sucks.
Well, no, but like I think that's cool because it means it's going to try to take use of that user interface.
I hope so. They didn't talk about it.
You can't make it a Vive exclusive and be like, you know what? You could just sit in your chair and use your Steam controller.
I hope so, because they did not talk about it. They kind of went right past it. I think that would have been a big feature to talk about. If if they're trying to push VR, they should talk about the controllers.
No, I agree. Is it something that they're going to be able to play at the conference?
I think so.
I think because I thought I saw that in the thing. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
But some hands-on, hopefully.
Yeah, I think maybe they have the same problem everyone else has, which is showing it, how you map it, and of course you needed really more time to show Dishonored.
Well, yeah. God forbid they took 5 minutes away from Dishonored too.
There was not enough time to show Fallout because we needed more Dishonored.
You know what's crazy? So I was watching the stream while playing Overwatch. Every time I looked back, because they would break up Dishonored with other games, so every time I looked back, I thought I was seeing like a new IP that they were doing, and I'm like, holy crap! And then I'm like, oh, more Dishonored?
More Dishonored. Just kept coming. It was the gift that kept on giving.
Put it all in one block.
I mean, it's bad when you're demoing a game or showing different aspects of the game, and you're like actually looping content. Like we saw one piece of content, and then 5 minutes later we saw the same piece of content just from a different angle. It was horrible. Oh my goodness!
But you know what I'm excited about? Elder Scrolls Hearthstone Gwent.
Yeah.
Yep, that's a thing.
I am going to play the shit out of Elder Scrolls Hearthstone Gwent.
They announced it last year.
Elder Scrolls Legends.
They announced it last year.
I
completely forgot about
Elder Scrolls Hearthstone Gwent.
But yeah, we
why don't you just man up and play Magic?
Because
where's
I don't
digital
have
Magic at?
Buy cards and Hearthstone and Gwent.
Yeah, play both up.
But yeah, they announced Legends last year, and it was like, okay, they're getting on the card craze, and then nothing for a year. And now it's back.
Yeah, I mean the card craze it's hard. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I mean I used to know a lot of like game developers who were developing physical card games for like anime,
right?
And none of them did well.
Animehem was the best.
Which
fucking
one?
love that game.
Cry Wolf says Elderstone Gwent. I think that's the short name for it.
I like it.
I feel like it should just be one word. Like
that Elderstone Gwent is what he said.
Gwenterstone.
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 Gwelderstone.
Gwelderstone. That's actually
I like
Gwelderstone.
Gwelderstone. I'm going to be a Gwelder.
This is the Gwelderstone podcast. Welcome back.
Oh my god,
This is the companion, the sister show to the
Overcast,
the Overwatch podcast, where we never talk about Overwatch.
God, I wish I had enough to talk about with Overwatch to just start that. If anyone creates
that's the joke.
Overwatch podcast and they just call it Overcast, please come to NKRN. I will put that show on our site no matter how terrible it is.
Let's just do it. Overcast.
It's actually a weather. It's actually a weather podcast. We talk about the daily weather.
We only stream during hurricane season.
And unfortunately for Ben, it's only about the weather in Vegas. Which pretty much means we log on each day and say, it's really hot, and then we log off.
Yep. And what we'll do is we'll make it a call-in show. So fans can watch the show and call in, and we'll just ask them how the weather is
the weather?
And then hang up on them.
If you're on Facebook Live right now, go ahead and comment on how the weather is in your city.
So essentially, this is how we felt about the Bethesda conference.
Yeah.
We felt dishonored.
Dishonored.
So we didn't do it with EA, which I'm kind of sad because I think this is a good idea. We'll
do it in post.
We should let's rate the conferences on a scale of 1 to 10.
Okay. Give me what a 10 is. What's a 10?
A 10 is
PS3 2014. PlayStation 2014.
Yeah, I was gonna say a 10. PlayStation 2014.
Yes, PlayStation
is probably
2014
the best.
was a 10.
Okay. What's a 1?
This is how you share games on PlayStation 4.
A 1 would probably be Xbox 2014.
2014 was a very divisive year.
Good times.
So there you go. Cry Wolf says 10 is if it had a screaming lady.
Yeah.
So I guess Bethesda gets a 10.
What? Elder Scrolls Online? Instant level?
You know what? I feel like she had to be a player because I feel like there was just a pause where she could insert her voice every time he said
She could have been a
something.
plant though, because she went away. They
I
fixed
know.
the problem later,
I know. Oh, maybe.
which was not a problem. They should not have fixed.
So real quick, I know this is the Bethesda show, but what would you rate the EA one?
Backtrack and do EA. Go ahead.
Okay, so I think I would give EA a 7, mainly
Okay.
for effort. Mainly for effort. They tried. I mean, I think they did a good coverage on a lot of different things. I mean, they obviously own a wide array of companies and IPs. So to be able to touch them all in a very balanced way, aka not Dishonored 2.0 show, 7. I think they're
Yeah.
good. Even if Madden doesn't speak to me, it's
Yeah.
cool.
Mike?
For legacy.
I will I concur with your argument, but I'll have to take a point away for just showing games too early. Like they're showing a lot of just CG trailers or concept art or whatever. So I'll give them a 6.
You mean it's not FIFA 17 shouldn't be released in 2016? Is that what you're saying? Madden 17 too early. Wait till 17.
What are you, the fucking Academy Awards?
Mike, I was going to base my rating pretty much on exactly what you were saying.
Yeah.
Them talking about stuff before they can even show anything is just too early, in my opinion, and I do agree. However, I'm just so excited about Mass Effect, so it gets a 7.
You give it a 7 just because of Mass Effect?
Yep.
Fine.
How about the half a second of Star Wars VR?
They did show half a second of Star Wars VR.
I know, exactly.
It looked like the PlayStation VR too. So
Half a second VR, half a second of Visceral's game.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm good. All right.
2 seconds of KOTOR.
All right.
Or Old Republic, not KOTOR.
I originally wanted to say 7.5, but I figured I'll just go 7. I didn't want to make anyone angry with that half point.
Well, I think they might deserve the 0.5.
I don't know.
Well, so one thing we didn't talk about in EA, and we'll just mention real quick, is that they do have like a preview week right now, right?
Yes.
So doing EA Access on Xbox and PC and Origins on PC because they don't have a PS4 one. Right. By the way, I last year or whenever they announced EA Access, I had talked to one of my friends at EA, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we offered PlayStation. They didn't want it." I was like, "What?" Okay.
I can guarantee you they didn't want it because of PlayStation Now.
Oh yeah, no. That's definitely the case. It's just.
I agree.
Now it keeps getting better.
Yeah.
Every month.
You want to talk Bethesda?
Bethesda. On a scale of 1 to 10, this time we'll start with Mike.
That's right. We'll
Start with me.
You knew this was coming.
I don't know, man. If I gave EA a 6, I think I have to give Bethesda a 4. Maybe if I could probably be convinced to a 5.
Docking them a point every time they went away from Dishonored and back, right?
Yes.
That's about 6 times. That feels right.
Yeah.
Feels about right.
I was disappointed.
Sam, how about you?
I mean, much in line. I think I would have given them a 5. I think they. I think they covered a lot of bases. They definitely played to their base. I mean, they had the screaming fangirl. Like
they're exciting somebody.
Yeah, people were pretty pumped. I mean, I think like the real problem was they showed too much Dishonored. I mean, like I think it's one of those things where, to Mike's point about showing things too early, I think they need to have a good balance. Like
they were resting on that.
Yeah,
game
like what should happen is you should convince me that I want to buy the game. Once you've done that, stop trying to sell me the game. Just be done. Like I was like, oh, that's cool, but like I could just discover that in game. Like, why would you show it to me? So 5, definitely 5. But good points. Good points.
Okay.
Fallout Shelter.
So for me,
Fallout Shelter.
I'm starting Bethesda out at a 10. Okay.
Start at 10.
Bear with me. I am taking 1 point away for the fact that they kept going back to Dishonored. So we're at a 9. I am taking another point away for the fact that what they gave away this year to the people that were there was a lot shittier than what they gave away last year. So we're at an 8.
Remind me, what did they give out last year?
Last year they had those they were kind of like the Funko Pop things, one for each game.
Yeah,
one
that's
for
right.
Fallout, one for Dishonored, and one for Doom.
Yeah.
Way cooler than a T-shirt. Sorry. I can go out and make that same T-shirt just by having the image of it. I can't.
Does that mean you need to go and dock EA score because they didn't give a giveaway?
No. I'm comparing them to last year.
Where it is? Let's keep going. What we got?
I'm gonna dock another point because what they did with Dishonored, they also did with Elder Scrolls Legends, where they talked about it for a little bit, then went away from it, and then went back.
Yep.
So we're at 7. And I'm going to dock my last point for that really cringy guy that was talking to the lady in the beginning of the show. Like, everything that came out of his mouth just made me shudder.
Is he talking about Adam Sessler?
What?
Are you talking about Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb?
No.
The
bald guy.
Adam Sessler?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
From, G4?
I didn't like him.
Back in the day?
I didn't like him at all.
He's divisive.
Yeah. Ben doesn't like bald people.
I don't like bald. So
Mike, go put on a hat.
my final, I think, was a 6 on that.
6.
Okay.
All right.
I'll accept
and I mean,
that's pretty good.
A lot of it, I love Skyrim. Mm-hmm. I am excited about Elder Scrolls Legends. Mm-hmm. And I am pumped about Quake.
Pumped.
So,
Pump.
There are things that they're doing that I'm excited about.
Yep. They're a growing company. Like, even though I didn't like the conference itself, as it came to a close, I was thinking about, I was like, they've come a long way. They kind of do deserve their own conference. Like, they're in the league almost with EA and Ubi and, like, these third-party developers.
Now let's just hope
Their
they can
catalog's getting
keep
big.
their games in an engine that is current when their game releases.
They need to work on speeding up their process. Fallout took too long to come out. Mm-hmm. The next Elder Scrolls likely will take too long to come out. But
anything you would have liked to have seen at the Bethesda conference?
I don't know what else they have. That's the problem. I think they're on all cylinders right now, other than Elder Scrolls, which will be eventually.
I was going to say I would have liked to have seen a new Elder Scrolls announcement.
But to their benefit, I think it's too early.
Yeah.
Oh.
They could have talked about probably, but I think it's too early. It's going to be a while before we see it, before it comes out.
Well, then they need to make sure that the engine they make it in is current.
Agreed. It'll be designed for the PS4K.
Cry Wolf has a question for you guys.
Wii U?
Did you guys hear about Dishonored?
No,
Dishonored?
Please tell us more about Dishonored.
They talked about Dishonored at the conference?
Dishonored?
Yeah.
Dishonored?
All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Remember, we are going to be live every day that there is a press conference at E3. Yep. Tomorrow we'll be coming to you with the Xbox and PlayStation conferences. And as soon as the PlayStation conference is over.
Xbox, Ubi, and Sony.
You can find us all over the internet. I am on Twitter at BRidiculous. That's BRIDDICKULOUS. You can find Sam pretty much everywhere on the internet as DJ Fluffkins. That's right, DJ Fluffkins. And of course, you can find Mike all over the internet at Mike V. That's MAIKV. Be sure to follow everything Nerdy Nights related at nerdy_nights on Twitter. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you're watching on Twitch, follow us so that you can get all of our latest videos as soon as they are available. And of course, for more Nerdy Nights content, you can visit www.nkrn.org for Mike's Let's Play podcast, my nightly novels show, and more stuff that's going to be coming down the pipeline at some point or another.
Stuff.
We should just put a copy of Pandemic Legacy.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us. It has been a nerdy night. Go out and defend the realm of the Nerdy Nights, and until next week, or I guess until tomorrow, remember, it's dangerous to go alone.
Bye.
Bye.